Hi everybody, welcome to the meta report for ProQuest number 4. I'm sorry I missed week 1, but it landed on half-term holiday and we took our kids away on holiday. The first time they've ever been to another country, the first time they've ever been on a passenger plane. So yeah, it's just the way things land, but they had a good time. I've been joined by George Rodger, former UK champion. So hi mate.
Hello, how you doing, Barry?
Yeah, not too bad. You?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Nice.
Happy to hear you had a good holiday.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
Awesome.
You've been taking Max Nitro to the ProQuest. We did a deck tech on it a couple of weeks ago, and we can find out how you've been doing, and we can talk a little bit how you've upgraded it, because you have changed it since we did the little deck tech.
Yeah, a few changes have happened.
Yeah, nice. Right, okay, so first place we're going to is Ireland. We are going to 7th Dimension, 14 players. This is week 1. We'll cover week 1 first. So 7th Dimension in Belfast, 14 players, like I said. This was the mix. Only one Lexi. So we've seen that Lexi's still dominating. We now know she's gone to the lofty halls of Living Legend, and whether or not people want to play her still or practicing for
I
Worlds.
think in the UK we're going to see a pattern of this, where the Lexi, despite being the best deck in the format, she's sort of fade away. As she's already hit Living Legend, people are wanting to try new things for the newer meta.
Yeah, indeed. It's whether or not Icelander goes as well, because there's a
calling right this weekend. I think that will determine if she stays or goes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. A full shake-up would be brilliant.
Well, yeah.
So there is one Max in there, one Max the Hype Nitro.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we shall see how that goes. Okay, so this is the top 4. So we've got Gavin Caldwell. This is a Decimator Dory. Jacob Nowicki on Azalea. Jack Canty on Bravo. And Ian Holland on Lexi. Ian Holland is an RTN 2023 winner and Skirmish Season 7 winner. He was playing Briar before, but unfortunately, Briar, it's a Living Legend format now in Worlds.
You said that was a Decimator Dory.
Decimator Dory.
That looks like a great top 4 for a Decimator Dory.
Okay, let's see how it goes then, shall we? Okay, so the final is Gavin Caldwell on Decimator Dory versus Bravo and Jack Canty. What do you reckon?
I've played this matchup a lot.
Okay.
It's not good for Bravo.
Okay, so do you want to say why?
Because it's really hard to block the Decimator Axe efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if on the one card, when you swing for 4 Vanathos versus Dory swinging for 4 on her weapon takes 2 cards to fully block it. And if you only put 1 card in front of it, you still take 2 damage, even a D-react.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't do against Bravo. And also, time Bravo swings his weapon, if she uses a Steel Blade Shunt, he also loses a life. And it adds up quite quickly over the game.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned Steel Blade Shunt. It was the card of the game.
Yeah.
This is Gavin Caldwell winning on Dory. Well done, Gavin. So we can see Gavin there with his gold foil. They made this is the friendly version of the Steel Blade Shunt card they made for him in honouring him. It's got down here, let's see your graveyard again, Jack. Apparently he used 6 shunts he used in total to kill Jack off. So well done.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, it's so horrible for Bravo, that matchup, because it's like Steel Blade Shunt and the weapon being better. Like, there's just no avenue for Bravo to really attack Dory on.
Yeah,
it's great.
Really, really good. Right, well done. The gold foil was Vest of the First Fist. That's what he opened.
Not the best.
Not the best, but you take a PQ win, you take a gold foil, you got
yeah.
More than what I've got. I haven't got any. So it's cool.
I know some spicy ones got opened over the week.
They did. Okay, so let's go over to the UK. Dyson Destiny, 21 players. This is in Canterbury. Again, one Lexi. This is repeated pretty much throughout. Not many Lexis are turning up. A Tekla Vossen, a Dash 01 or or 1-0, whatever you want to call her.
Dash.io.
IO, there we go.
Or Dio, as people are calling her Dio.
Dio. Does she come in playing the music as well?
Oh, yeah.
A bit of a surprise with Arachne being there. Just don't see him at all.
I know the top 8 for this one.
Okay, you got to remember it's over a week ago, so there's quite a few. Viserai comes out, even though Warmongers is still about. So top 4: Finley Shepherd on Bolton. We saw him at the Calling in Birmingham. We featured him. Daniel White on Azalea. Jacob Clements on Bravo. That's why you know it. And Jamie Faulkner on Dromai. Both your teammates, Jacob and Jamie. Jacob, RTN 2023 winner, Skirmish 7 winner. Jamie Faulkner, he won Battle Hardened Leeds 2022, and he won a draft. I'm pretty sure it was Battle Hardened Utrecht way back, like in 2021. So,
I mean, he was like
players.
Top of ELO for a long time for the draft.
UK national first place loser, we shall say, because he came in second. But all round they are two really good players. Okay, so there's no point me asking basically who you think made it into the final. Okay, there's no point me asking who won. Who won?
it was a mutual decision to let Jamie win, I believe.
Yeah, it came down to Jamie was only entering one ProQuest. So
Jacob had a few more to go to.
Yeah, indeed. So Jamie got the PTR on that one. Jacob got the gold foil, and the gold foil was. You remember?
Was it Raiden?
It was Raiden. I was going to say it's a pretty good one.
It's a pretty cool one. That one.
Yeah, indeed. When I found that, I was like, "Ooh, that was nice." Right.
Unfortunately, the two Boltons didn't win it.
No, never mind. Quinn would have been. I bet Quinn's going, oh, I really like that card. Yeah. Right, okay, so our first draft. Highlander Games in Dundee. 5 Max, 2 Teklevossen and 1 Dash database. Now, normally you see quite a lot of Teklevossens are drafted and not so many Maxes. Okay, but this is the top 8 draft. I think they had 2 drafts prior to this one. Okay, and this is the top 4. So Damien Elgie on Dash, Joel Renson on Teklevossen, and Andrew Rayner. He runs Thistle Tavern, so you can get your singles. Sponsors this meta report, and he's a patron. So all in all, he's a bloody nice bloke. And Osama McDonald. Andrew Rayner is one Skirmish 6 RTN 2023 winner at Highlander Games. Osama McDonald's won ProQuest 3 at Highlander Games. So this is their local and planning to try and repeat. What would you say you were looking for the final, do you think?
Teklevossen Max, probably.
It is a Teklevossen Max. Okay, so Andrew Rayner versus Joel Renson.
It really depends where Andrew was in the list of the Maxes and how those were seated, because he could really have been quite heavily cut and has no way of beating the fatigue of Teklo. I would put a lot of money on the Teklo winning this, but we'll see. Okay.
Okie. Andrew Rayner won this one. Well done, Andrew. Fantastic. Not many people are winning on Max. Like George has said, Teklevossen seems to be like the draft,
especially when he's so low drafted in that pod. That's crazy.
Yeah. The Teklevossens aren't cannibalising each other's decks for sure. On that one. Okay, so now we're going to go another draft. Board in the City. So this is completely different.
This is what I expect to see.
Yeah. So 6 Teklevossen, 2 Max. So this is the top draft again. So this is the top 8 best players in Board in the City in Southampton. Okay, this is the top 4. Sean Nolden on Teklevossen, Pete Ward on Teklevossen, Francesco Giorgio on Max, and Alex Chitu. So
that is a stacked top 4.
Yeah. So as people who don't know, Francesco Giorgio has the same amount of top 8 finishes in high level events as Pablo Pintor and Alexander Vore. Okay, he's got 7. Okay, but nobody talks about Francesco. It's sort of like he stays under the radar. No one mentions Francesco. He's just picking up his nice little wins. He's doing really well. Okay, Alex Chitu is our current UK national champion. I know I say his surname incorrectly, but I don't know how to say it. So he's always been in top fours. He's always been in top eights, and he absolutely played so well in the nationals. He thoroughly deserved that one. Yeah. Okay, Sean Nolden, he was the team runner-up in Madrid, always around the top fours, top eights. And Pete Ward, fantastic player, who has picked up some wins and top places like 2022. Okay, so that's the credentials of these players. The final is between Sean Nolden and Peter Ward on Tekla Vossen. Okay, so no guesses about which hero won. What do you reckon? Which player?
Pete won it. Gotta believe in Pete.
He did win.
Yeah.
Hey. He doesn't talk much. He lets his cards do his talking for him.
Exactly,
He's such a nice bloke. But yeah, woe betide you face him. He's really, really good. Right, okay. Living Realms, another draft, and another one where we see Tekla Vossen taking the highest places of what people have drafted. 6, though, on a table. That is absolutely bonkers. 1-8.
It's more often than you realise, Barry. I think it happens so often.
Yeah, we're going to see this in Worlds quite a bit then.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so top 4. Rob Catton, winner of Skirmish 6, 2 Skirmish 7s, top 8 World Championship in 2022, and a load of other accolades that I have failed to record, and I'm really sorry, Rob, because you're such a good player. James Thorgood, testing partner, winner of ProQuest 3. Isaac Murray, winner of an RTN 2023 in Skirmish 7. Liam Canning, winner of an RTN 2023. Okay, so this is in Castleford, this is up north, and this is another fantastic top 4 of UK players. Okay, so any guesses on who's in the final? Who would you put money on?
I would say Isaac and Rob, maybe.
Okay, there we go. Did you know that, or was that just...
No, that's a guess.
Okay, Isaac versus Rob. So Isaac Murray is son of I forgot
Chad.
his name. Chad, that's it, and he runs Flesh and Blood cards. So many people to remember. Who do you reckon, Rob or Isaac?
If the Max has already beaten Teklos to get here, I think he can keep going.
Okay, but what if he didn't?
Yeah, it can happen. This is the problem with drafting not Tekla Vossen, is your deck sometimes just gets you killed.
Okay, so which one are you going for then?
I'll go for Isaac.
Okay. Okay, right. Rob. Well done, Rob. Well done. Fantastic win. Yeah, a really good top 4 and some really good practice that is going in for for Worlds. And we'll see Rob later on as well. He's given me a nice little bonus. Dice Saloon down in Brighton, 26 players. Back to the CC. We've got 1 Tekla Vossen, 2 Max. No Lexi whatsoever.
No Lexi is crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, when I said like the UK isn't playing much Lexi anymore because they don't want to play it anymore, I didn't expect to see 0.
Yeah. With Rob's bonus, we'll see the stark difference. Okay.
Yeah.
The new top picks: Bravo, Dromai, Azuri, Phi. I would expect the Dories would be decimator ones. Azalea, I would have thought maybe would have got a few more picks, considering she's doing really well over the last couple of events.
It's really hard to play to a high level.
You've got to put the practice in at some point, and now
true.
it's time. Right, okay, so let's go to the top 4. So Jason Rolfe, winner of Skirmish Season 6, 2 Skirmish Season 7s. He's pretty much the UK's top 90-day XP grinder. He's just up there. Samuel Thomas, Azuri, Sean Nolden with Azuri, so no drafting for him today. And Harry McAlpine with Kano. Want to take a guess?
I reckon the Azuri beats the Kano and the Bravo beats the Azuri.
Okay, you got one right. Okay.
It's a Azuri mirror. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Azuri's got a really hard matchup into Bravo, so
I don't
It's
know.
good.
I didn't take note of who played who. But okay, Samuel Thomas or Sean Nolden.
I'd have to go for Sean.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
Sean. So well done, Sean. Got top 4 the day before. Now you've won one at Dice Saloon. It's absolutely brilliant.
Amazing. Sean's just a consistent performer. He always does well in all the events he plays.
Yeah, he didn't open the gold foil.
Oh.
Very. So yeah, I've got a list of where it was. Okay, Excelsior. So we go over to the west coast of England to Bristol. 24 players. This is the home of Sammy Braben, calling champion from Birmingham. So that's accounting for one of the Icelanders because he only plays Icelander. So if it does live in legend, he's going to have to get his skates on and try and learn a new hero rather sharpish. 5 Dromai, 3 Azaleas. This is where the Lexies are hanging out. 3 Lexies. And probably Dory Decimators because they've got a pretty good matchup into Lexi, unless she does hideous things. But 1 Max.
Wonder who that was.
I don't know. Who was that, George?
That would have been me.
And how did that go?
It went okay. I made top 8.
Top 8, yeah, it's good. It's really
okay.
good. Okay, so top 4, Francesco Giorgio. Shh, we don't talk about Francesco. Matthew Folks needs no introductions really. UK champion 2021, Pro Tour Lille champion, Pro Tour Baltimore top 8, RTN 2023 winner. Daniel Collett. He's putting in some good results. He's tests with you a lot. He's playing your Fire deck. And yeah, he's coming on leaps and bounds.
He won a Pro Quest last season as well.
Did he? Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't record that one. Sorry, Dan. I must go back, update my notes. Samuel Braben calling Birmingham winner with Icelander. And he did really well. He was doing really well at Nationals, and then he got to draft, and he kind of like dropped out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is why I was saying he needs to put in practice with another hero. Okay, so it is Daniel Collett versus Samuel Braben. Okay, you were here. You were probably driving Dan home, so I know you know. I know you know the results. Okay, so we won't waste time on that. And it was Samuel Braben. He's absolute class with Icelander. He is really good. Well done.
It was a really good game.
How does Fi really combat it now that Belittle and Minnowism's gone? Because that was the little package to get round all the ice.
You got to play a bit of a slower game and hit break points and make it quite awkward for the Icelander to block you.
Okay, so
Kodachi, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, Kodachi and Master Momentum are really important in the matchup for Fi. And it takes a lot of practice, but once you get into the habit, it's not too bad a matchup at all.
Right, nice. Unless you're against someone of absolute class status like Sammy. Right. Yeah. Well done, Sammy. Well done. Okay, so Manor Leak in Birmingham. So we're going into the Midlands. Not many players. It wasn't really advertised.
I think it was done late, this one. It was like announced after the deadline, so people didn't know it happened.
Yeah, I did update my little spreadsheet. I did post it on the ProQuest channel on UK Discord, but people must have missed it. 2-. These are all. I know one was a tree frog. I would have thought the other one would have been a bit of a more mid range. There was at least one Dory Decimator. I would have thought the other one was as well. A lot of the Oxford, I would say Oxford. It's around Oxford and Whitney.
The Whitney guys went there.
All went. Into the top 4, Nathan Hills, top 4 nationals with Decimator Dory, ProQuest Season 3 winner, Skirmish Season 7 winner. Ollie from Underworld Games, still playing Azuri and doing really well on it. David Carthy was playing Tree Frog Dash, and Oscar Rachichi from Chichi Collectibles was playing Lexi, and he has been playing Lexi through and through pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Since he was playing Fi, but when Fi dropped off, he's
staying with us at Worlds actually, Oscar.
Oh right, so he's going back to Fi then, is he?
Well, we'll see. See if I can convert him in time.
Well, he can't play Lexi, can he? Okay, so final was Decimator Dory versus Oscar on Lexi. Where are you going?
Lexi, I think. Just so good.
Lexi did do Nasty Things. Nasty Things was done by Lexi, and Oscar won. Well done, Oscar. Fantastic win. And I've got a little bit of a bonus for you. Look, we can see his gold foil opening.
Amazing.
Will this work?
Oh, great.
All good.
Can you hear that?
I hope you got something good.
Does it come out upside down?
It should be.
Tension is mounting.
It'd be good if I could actually open it.
It is because you can't open it.
Okay, here we go.
It's a 9 plus.
Could be 11.
Not so great.
So that is a coat of frost. That's
Quite
what that
possibly the worst one to pull.
is. It's still a gold foil. It's more than what I've got.
It is still a cup foil.
Yeah, it's more than what I've got. Well done, Oscar. Righty. Okay.
All
Oh,
good.
what's going on? Right, there we go. Right, cool. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, Alpha Games Stantons. This is over the East Coast, Norwich Way. Draft 4 Teklavos 3 Max, 1 Dash. A bit more even between the Teklos and the Maxes. There was a little bit of a problem on this one, that when they went to do the top 8, basically they clicked the wrong button on Gem and it went to another Swiss draft.
I have now heard that that's been rectified, and LSS have contacted the winner of the event, and they have also now received an invite to the Pro Tour.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's no hard feelings now.
So ignore the results here because these results are probably incorrect. This is what I had. So I had Ian Porter. He had the best record with Teklavos, and Chris Chalk with Dash. Pretty much had the same record, but he lost his very first Swiss round. So that's why Ian Porter. That's why that was put that way. Rob Wenmery came third. He does the YouTube channel Cardboard Swords. Check that out. And Mike Kuma on a Max. So who do you know who actually won this one then? Have they given it to Chris?
Is it Rob who is? Yeah, I think Chris has got an invite. Yeah, so Chris got the invite, and Rob also has got an invite. So they both got one, which is good.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Thank you, LSS.
It's pretty nice of LSS.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Okay, so that was Alpha Games. Okay, this is Fanboy 3, Manchester. So we're going a bit more up north. 5 Teklavos 2 Max, 1 Dash. Okay, so the pattern is more spreading out now. It's being more familiar. We're seeing Teklavos, is the main one that is being drafted. Okay, so Ash Rashid Sanity with Teklavos, Liam Canning Teklavos, Paul Wright on Max, and Phil Connolly on Max. No Dash made it. The final was between Liam and Paul.
Gotta go for Liam.
Okay.
But I think it's Paul.
It was Paul. It was Paul. I did record what his gold foil was. I'll tell you what it is later. Okay, right. So EH Gaming York. This is the biggest tournament of the 2 weeks. Ross at EH Gaming. Flipping heck, he gets some.
Two Vincents.
He gets some good numbers. 5 Azalea. So this is where all the Rangers are hiding.
1 Lexi.
Yeah.
This is a wild 32 players.
Yeah, but it's just like, are the Lexi players just going, right, I'm going to go Azalea and put time and effort into Azalea now because Lexi's done. And we've seen, in Dallas, Fort Worth and St. Louis that Azalea is actually doing really well. Put the practice in.
Yeah.
And
it's like it's had really good results.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody, I've got a tickly cough.
I still wouldn't say it's better than Lexi, though.
But has Azalea got a better matchup into Dromai than Lexi? Because that was kind of like okay.
It's got an okay matchup, but it's not Lexi.
1 Prism. So an Awakener of Souls in there. And the Brutes come out to play. I think this is the only time the Brutes do come out to play. Okay, so top 4. Right, Liam Holden on Azalea. Paul Goodchild on Dromai, Ashkan Rashid, Sanity on Katsu, and so as Matthew Mad Dog Duggan. Matt Doug is a Pro Quest Season 3 winner. Ashkan was the top Katsu player for day one of the Calling in Birmingham, wasn't he? Pretty sure he was. And Liam Holden always used to play Oldham, so maybe he'll do that at Worlds. Go back to Oldham. Okay, do you know who's in the final? I think you do.
It's Liam, right?
It is. I would suspect
I
you would
can't
know
remember
that.
who he played against, though.
Okay, right. So a really good Katsu player, okay, versus Azalea. So Katsu versus Azalea. You know the result. Just tell me.
Yeah, I know Liam won.
Right, okay. Yeah, so this is Liam's first ever win. So considering
Is it really?
Yeah. Considering how many top fours, how many finals he's been in, this is the first event he has ever won. So well done, mate. Well done.
He's
with
such
a hero.
grinder as well.
Yeah, with a hero.
I talk with Liam all the time, talking about, we used to talk about Oldham a lot, the Fire matchup. We used to test it all the time. He's just such a fantastic player. Yes, it's great to hear he's got his win now. Then,
yeah, it's nice.
But not with Oldham, with Azalea.
he must have been going, George, George Jones, not you.
Yeah.
But, George Jones is his Ranger stalwart friend over in Manchester. I've put a picture of Cole there, the judge, because Cole always gets a massive load of compliments, and he kind of like covers around the north. So well done, Cole. A few people know him as Colossus. I always call him Colossus. And he never opens his judge packs, apparently. So, just got a stack of packs. Who knows what's in them? So thank you so much, Ross, for all the info for that. Thank you. Right, Manascrew. My home turf, your home turf. That's a good one. One of the biggest events over the last few weeks. 27 players. The usual suspects up there as the top four heroes picked. You were with Max again. Our mate Mike, was playing Vincent and scaring people. He had a 3-2 record. He did shock a lot of people with his Vincent.
So I was meant to play my Fire deck, but I had so much fun playing Max the day before. That I asked Dan, can he play my Fire deck, and I play his Max deck. So we swapped decks again for the day. So see how well Dan did on my Fire deck.
No spoilers. Top four.
Oh, he made the top four.
There we go. Nathan Hill's Decimated Great Axe. We talked about Nathan earlier. Ben Westmore. He is a testing partner for Nathan Hill's David Calf and the Whitney lot. They also come to Manascrew and play all the time. Daniel Collett. Teammate of you, like you were saying earlier, you switched decks. Matthew Folkes doesn't need any introductions. He's made it into this top four with Dan, like he did at Excelsior in Bristol.
And like Excelsior, you got Penn and Dan in the top four again.
And we can see what happens. So well done, Dan. You beat Matt Folkes twice. That is no mean feat.
You beat him 3 times over the weekend.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. I think Matt lost 4 games over the weekend, and 3 of them were to Dan.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like Matt Folkes. He switched to Dromai now, and he's doing really well. Doing really well with her. So so Ben has been trying out Fire for a while. Obviously not as long as Dan. But he's got
something interesting about these two. There's a funny story with so Jacob Clements was also there, and he was playing Fire as well.
Yep.
And he said to me after, because he lost quite early his rounds and got knocked out, and he said, "I think I've chosen the wrong deck choice. He shouldn't have played Fire." With the Fire final, Ben and Daniel only lost a game to each other the entire day.
Really?
Fire went undefeated. Those two went undefeated against anyone else but each other the whole day. And then Jacob was saying, "I think I chose the wrong deck."
Well, he should have played Dan's deck, not his own.
Yeah.
Nice. So well done, Dan. Runner up the day before and a winner the day after. Fantastic result. Well done. Really, really well done. We had a bit of a chat in the car park as I was leaving. This happened on the day I landed from holiday. So I rushed back. I left at 3:00 in the morning, flew back from Mallorca, and I got into the shop about 3:00, pretty much dead on my feet. And everyone was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Well, I've got to turn up." You know,
I was so surprised you were there.
I was just walking around with a cup of coffee. I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm so tired." But yeah, I spoke with Dan in the car park and said he could do one better. So I'm so glad you did, mate. Really, really, really well done. Right, okay. So let's confirm that. There we go, Dan, the winner. We've got a nice little unveiling. So whoever recorded this, so another unveiling of a gold foil.
Oh, it's void.
This is
It's on the back, isn't it?
Snapdragon.
Oh, it's flesh and blood.
It's a flesh and blood.
Great card game! We didn't get a magic card.
That's insane.
That's a really good one.
Nice. Okay, so Achilles Accelerator. What a fantastic pull, especially with bright lights. Shame it doesn't go.
Oh
in
yeah,
the wax deck.
that's a good pull. That's one of the better pulls.
Yeah. He's done really well.
It's not a coat of frost.
Okay, so I've kind of jumped the gun here. Okay, but I've got an international. So this is 401 Collectible Games from West Chicago. I'm not going to try and do an American accent. 18 players. Rob Catton was there and his partner Lila Green. So they went on holiday to America and they found in Chicago where they were that this store was running a PQ. I thought, why not? Why not see
Are
what
they the
it's
two
like?
Katsus by any chance?
Pretty sure that Rob was a Lexi and obviously Lila is a Katsu. But this is what I was saying, the stark difference between the UK and now the USA. Lexi, they are still taking Lexi. It is all about taking the best hero to win a PQ, whereas UK seems to be you're either playing the hero you really like and put effort into it, or you're practicing for the next meta that's going to be at Worlds. So it's quite interesting. Cole, the store owner, apparently you're a top bloke, mate. Well done. Thank you. Rob couldn't speak more highly of you. And like Rob was saying, no matter where you go to play Fab, everyone is just amazing. It's just goes to show what a good community we have. Okay, so a bit of a Brucey bonus. You wasn't here playing Max, the Hype Nitro. It was somebody else.
Today. Not
today.
this time.
No. Okay, but this is the top four. So no matter where he goes, Rob has made it into the top four. So well done, Rob. Kyle Pollitz with Bravo. Brandon Ajupi with Dromite. I'm probably just saying all these surnames totally incorrectly. And Arjun Garg, which is probably wrong, with another Lexi. Okay. Now Brandon has done a top 8 in a tier 3 event. So the other two chaps from America have not. So the two players of renown made it into the final. So Rob versus Brandon.
Well, Rob must have sent you this because he's padding his own ego, right? So surely he won.
He didn't. There we
Oh,
go.
he didn't!
No.
Wow!
Okay.
Fair play, Rob.
He did it because he had such a good time in America at 401 Collectibles. So if that is your local store, oh my God, well done. You've got an awesome store. Thank you so much, Rob. Lila made it into the top 8. So a fantastic result for Lila. Well done. The gold foil was not opened.
Right.
So it's a mystery what that one is. Okay, so it's time for the meta maps. Are we all ready? There we go. Ireland, 7th Dimension, Belfast. Gavin Caldwell, well done. Decimator Dory, gold foil, Vest of the First Fist. Then we're over to Scotland. Scotland meta, Highlander Games Dundee, draft, Andrew Rayner with Max, and the gold foil had not arrived. So it's a little
Sure,
bit of
he'll
a
open
shame.
it when he gets it, though.
Yeah, he will. Yeah. Whether or not he sells it as a single on his website or not, or decides to actually keep it in his collection. Okay, so this is the north of England, EH Gaming. That was it. Liam Holden, gold foil Null Rune gloves. What a pull. That is such a fantastic
really
gold
good.
foil. Yeah, brilliant. Fanboy 3 in Manchester, Paul Wright draft with Max. He got Ironhide gauntlets.
They're not bad either.
Yeah, he's just got to try and find a deck that he's going to fit in. Living Realms, the gold foil hadn't arrived, and Rob can won that on draft on Tech Levelson. Over to the Midlands, we have Alpha Games. Gold Foil Gallantry Gold was open, which I thought that was actually all right. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that is nice. Gallantry Gold for a combo Bolton deck.
Yeah, Mana Leak, we saw Coat of Frost get unveiled there by Oscar with his Lexi, and I've got Ben Westmore winning there. That was, sorry Dan, I've got a... Oh, shit.
Pretender says Dan.
Yeah, Dan Collett. I make a mistake somewhere, and that's where the mistake was. I'm really sorry, dude. It's just too much to try and do in short space of time. So, Borden City, Southampton. Gold Foil was not opened by Pete Ward, and he's drafting Tekla Vossen. Dyson Destiny, Gold Foil Raiden. Jamie Faulkner won that on Dromai. Dice Saloon Brighton, Sean Nolden with Azuri, and he opened a Crucible of Aetherweave, which I thought was actually pretty good for all the UK no players.
Yeah.
Excelsior Comics, Samuel Braben, Bullseye Braces, so a very usable arm piece for Ranger.
Yeah.
So
That's
not
become
bad.
legal again for Azalea, and I think that'll be the main piece they use.
Yeah, so you might see Sammy at Wells playing a gold foil Bullseye, but there's still
Only if Icelanders and
maybe. Right, nothing for London. London is next week. Both Londons. Bad Moon is a draft and Dark Sphere is CC. And United States 401 collectibles. There we go. I've done the meta map. I did something right. I just didn't put Dan on there as a win at Manascrew.
He'll never let you live that down.
He won't. He'll be tilted watching this. I expect a message on Facebook just going, "What the hell?" Okay, so this is the rest of the bright lights that's happening over the 4th of November and the 5th. Everything in green is a draft. So Bad Moon, Gamers World and Rising Phoenix Games are all drafts. Everything else is a CC event. I've heard that Dark Sphere has sold out, but there were spaces left at Patriot Games. If you are going around there. Mox in the Hole, they're going to be releasing additional prizes. The prize that they showed today, did you see it? This was Tuesday. They are giving away a judge pack as an additional prize. So whether or not that's a door prize.
That is a nice prize.
Okay, so yeah, especially if it's got an Art of War in it, it's just like...
Yeah, that's big money.
Yeah, indeed. So if you can get to Scotland for Mox in the Hole event, I would get to that one. Bit far for me, but yeah. Right, okay, so there are a few more things, a couple more slides, obviously. Coming up, not very far away. Have you decided what you're taking?
Absolutely not. I'm very, very lucky playing Fi, right? Like it'll be so surprising if I don't play Fi. But I really like Max at the moment.
Thing is, you're getting more recognition as the chap who basically brought Kodachi Fi into more prominence because it was Syrian Emberblade.
It's also now just a better deck.
Yeah.
So if people are playing Fi at Worlds, which there will be quite a lot of, they'll play Kodachis.
Yeah, nice.
I think.
I will be at Worlds, my first World event, and I have been asked to help with the stream. So come and say hello. I will be at the streaming table. Helping out everybody else around me. So yeah, just shout Baz. I'll turn around and see where my name's been called. One more thing to go. Okay, so I was asked to do this. There is an armory event on the 15th of November in Barcelona. So if you can get to Industria 61, which is on the Casa de la Industria, obviously number 61. It's right near the big cathedral, I should say. There's a little map there that I put on so you can see it. The red pin is where the store location is. They've got spaces for 27 people, possibly more. The format, it hasn't been determined yet, but when they get a more defining number count, then the format they can decide what they're going to do.
So there's going to be a UK invasion, are there, at this armory?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to lie, more UK players probably watch this show than anything else, but it's open to everyone. But the person to contact is the Dizzy Bank on UK Fab Discord, and his name is Diran Bajwa. You can contact him. He actually lives in Barcelona, but he's very good friends with the London crew and Steve Charlick and people in Bad Moon Cafe. So if you're going to Bad Moon Cafe this weekend, might be worth having a quick chat with Diran just to say, look, I'm interested in this armory event. I will be in Barcelona on the 15th, and I can get there for 4 o'clock in the afternoon so they can kick it off. Okay, but would be really nice to get some either draft, or limited, or even the CC practice prior to Friday. Because we've got the keynote speech and the little sort of like toast soiree on the Thursday as they normally do. Okay, one last thing and then we're done. George, thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure as always.
Cheers, dude. Irish crew, everybody, I cannot stress enough how I can't do this without everyone in the community. It is absolutely amazing that everybody pulls through for this. From the Irish guys, Pipu, Chris, Kadachi Stan, Jamie Lee, Ian Unchained, and Steel Blade. We won't say what that stands for. From the UK, Stobart Tony, Czar, Aidan, Jason Rolfe, Marcus Archer, James Thorgood, Rob Catton.
Do you know who Czar is?
I've no idea.
Neither did I. I asked him the other day. It's Stefano.
What? Really?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Old because I didn't remember it was him.
Okay, I would not have imagined that would be like a French dude. So
Neither did I.
Yeah, okay, right. You learn something every day. I'm assuming it's Ewan, not Iwan. Lumpy, Steve Charlick, or Sen Broder, David Calf, Bubs, Steve Thompson, Paul Wright, EH Gaming, Ross, Man of Screws, Mark Horn, and Diran Bajwa, the Dizzy Tank. So get in contact him. With Diran to play the armour event. And for all my patrons, Andrew Rayner, Bolfor, Mike Kerslake, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you. And if you want to support me, hit that Patreon link and join up. All right, nice. There will be a week 3. It will be a lot calmer. I will crunch the numbers, especially for draft. CC is a little bit in flux because Lexi's in there, and the meta's going to be like completely different. But for the draft element, it won't be. I wouldn't have thought. So, any last things to say, George, before we sign off?
Yeah. If you're interested in like learning more about Phi and now Max, you can catch me on Twitter at Straflemond, and I'm always there as well. Happy to talk to people. I'm always happy to talk to people about cards. And thanks Barry for doing this all again. It's brilliant. This is one of the highlights of going through all these every time. So yeah, cheers.
Nice. I'm just sorry I didn't do week 1, but
I mean, you can get your way with it because you're on holiday.
Yeah, first time in 20 years. Oh my god.
You're allowed that one, yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget, skirmish season starts the same weekend as Worlds. But why would you not be watching Worlds? Yeah, exactly. Pick up a quick win at a skirmish. Nice. Until next time. Until next week. See ya. Bye.
See you next week.